That looks weird. Anyways, so yesterday I was in Sephora. Okay. I love Sephora. I was in Sephora and I saw these group of kids. I'm talking about it was probably like five little girls. Probably the youngest one was about 9. The oldest one, I'm telling you, she could not be more than 11. I'm gonna give her 12, and 12 is tops. Okay, she probably was 9 like the rest of them, but I'm just gonna go ahead and give it from the ages of 9 to 12. They all had a basket. I'm pretty sure their parents was close by, but I seen them really amongst themselves. I didn't really see adult like walking behind them and hounding them, right? And I'm like, look at these little kids up in Sephora. And I'm just kind of smiling to myself. And these kids are giving each other advice, right? Like, girl, so what about this face thing? And, what do you think about this one? And, oh, I think this one will look good on you. And, they're just going on. I'm talking about like these was grown people. And I mean, personally, I know Sephora's for everybody, right? I don't shop at Sephora like that. I was in there because the new me, right? Okay, I want to start getting to know what makeup is and lip glosses is because I really don't wear makeup like that. I might put some eyeshadow on and some mascara and maybe and some lip gloss, and I keep it pushing. But I was like, so the me that I'm transitioning to and transforming into, and I want to wear makeup, not nothing heavy, but I want to, when I go out, I want to be looking like a little vavoomeish, right? So I was like, I got to start going into the places that I want to shop in. So I'm in Sephora, and when I'm seeing these kids and they talk and they giving each other advice about what they're picking, and and then I start to look at some of these prices that these little kids is picking up things because they have the basket is maybe about this big, right? But baby, they basket got at least 15 items in there. So I start to look at the price. I'm like, okay, this is $38. This is 56. This one is $177. And these kids are just picking it up, baby. Like it was like they was at Dollar Tree, basically. And I start to think to myself, because I have an 8-year-old granddaughter, and I was like, damn, I've never between me and her mom, I don't think she's ever been in Sephora. And if she has, definitely it wasn't with me, right? And I was like, damn, do I want my granddaughter to be like this, picking up $177 item like it's a Dollar Tree item? And I just was like, come on, God. I needed to see this. I needed to see some 9-year-old was not afraid to pick up $177 item, okay? No shame at all. And she's like, yep, let me get this one. And she was putting it in the basket. And the other little girls was like, oh, that's cute. That's going to be good on you. Oh, that smells good. And I was just like, okay. Okay, Brenda. So what does that mean for you? Because I'm looking, I wasn't looking at price. I was more looking at things that I would want to buy. And then I would look at the price, right? And I never shamed myself. I was like, okay, this one costs $58. Okay, cool. You're going to be able to buy it. Not today, maybe, but and that's okay. Because we're just enjoying the atmosphere. That's what I was doing, baby. I walked around all around Sephora just about and looking at things that I would actually want to buy, right? And I saw the actual brand that I liked after there's so many brands of like makeups and things of that nature. And so I was looking at all the brands. So I was in there for a while, y'all, and I'm pretty sure this was a small Sephora. I mean, it wasn't. I know how big Sephora's can be. This to me was a very tiny one. So I was like, I see why people are in there for 4 or 5 hours. Because the little kids, by the time I was in there for about an hour, by the way, these little kids wasn't done yet. They were still shopping when I left, and I was just like, wow. And even for me, when I was looking at the brands and looking what they do and how they work, because like I said, I'm not a makeup person, so I don't know. And they talking about contour and concealer, this makeup light, baby, I started to feel overwhelmed. I was like, okay, just pick one thing, Brenda. So I just started to focus on the concealer. I was like, just find one item you want to focus on and then, just look at all of those things. And so I did. I was like, since I have dark circles under my eyes, which maybe is just part of me, I don't mind. It is who I am and I love me just the way I am. But I also realized that I want to glam up a little bit, right? I want to, I'm going to be dating eventually and meeting more friends and we're going to be going out and I want to be able to have a glam look. And so I'm looking at all these concealers. I mean, there was tons, y'all, tons. And so the one I finally really did like, I was like, okay, not bad, $31. I mean, I could afford that today, right? But I was just thinking, like, these are the things that I want to continue to do for myself. I want to be in Sephora. I love Ulta. You know what I'm saying? I want to uh, be shopping for makeup with my girlfriends and be kikiing. And, those little kids I said, how is a nine? I love that a 9 year old is inspiring me to pick up a basket full of shit too. Because baby, they had no limits, and I just couldn't wait. I wish I could have been there when they paid for it, just to really see if they was gonna bust out cash, a credit card, or if the mama was just all of a sudden gonna hit around the corner and be like, okay, y'all put it on the counter. But I just want to say hey to them kids, okay? Because y'all inspire me. And then I thought, this is how I want my granddaughter to act too. I want her to act just like this when she go to the store. Pick up whatever she want. Baby, she ain't tripping about no prices. What she tripping on is if it look good on her or not. Because she do. Honestly, my granddaughter plays, a little bit around makeup, so I could see her enjoying a place like Sephora. And I want to be able to not say no. I want to be able to say yes, granddaughter. Girl, pick whatever you want. Go ahead and get you a basket. Okay, I'm just gonna sit here in this little corner and wait for you to do it. And then I said, well, now that you've been in there, how does it, for me, I was just like, you know what, God, you are amazing. Thank you for letting me just see this. It brought nothing but joy to me because I was like, that's who I'm becoming. That's who I am becoming. That's who I will be and becoming. I want to be able, I deserve it. I deserve to have everything and anything that I want. And you have to start somewhere. And until you can have, I realize for me, just talking about me, I want to be in places that I like. And I was like, I like Sephora. Okay, I can see why people be in this darn store. And I was looking at some of the perfumes and, spraying some of the new perfumes I'd never had heard of, right? And I was like, okay, I realized, okay, I'm just gonna still stick to the few that I really like right now. They're nice brands, definitely. They're not from the Dollar Tree store. Okay, they're actually from the department store. And I was like, I'm gonna stick to those for now, and I'm okay with that. But eventually I'm gonna maybe find a new one. Somebody who came out with it in the 2020s, because I'm still in the early 2000s. Those kind of perfumes, the old school good parfums. Okay, so in the meantime, between time, I realize it is okay to be in places that maybe you quote unquote can't afford now, but that you want to be able to, and just venture out. Just venture out. Like they say, be in the stores, be in the restaurants, be in the places that you want to be in, whether you could afford it or not, because eventually you will be. And you just take it one day at a time. That's it. I'm on the one day at a time program. I'm enjoying the unfolding of how things are going, and I'm excited. I just encourage you too to be excited. Don't judge. Don't wish you would and could. Just know that in your own time, it's all going to happen. And just we leave it there. Until then, have a good one.